Two Kramers, two Kramers. This is what you get with two Kramers. We don't say the N-word, but we have fun. That's all we say when the day is done. It's two Kramers, two Kramers, two Kramers, two Kramers. That's the theme song. Welcome to Two Kramers. I'm your host, Kramer. We're live. We started. Everything's rolling. Are we supposed to even acknowledge what the show is on the first one?
Yeah, I was going to be like...
Well, right. Do it. Just do it. And go. And
stop.
go.
No, stop.
So far off to a good start.
All right, so there's only a certain amount of time that two comedians could live next door to each other in the same apartment building on the same hallway without starting a podcast. This is that podcast. Welcome to Two Kramers, Two Kramers.
The first podcast built out of convenience.
It's a convenience pod. If one of us moves, that's the end of the pod.
Yeah, and don't worry about the backgrounds or the lack of lighting or terrible audio. It's all part of the experience.
We live here. Also, I just re-signed a 2-year lease, so...
Hey!
You too?
Yes, I did.
You got 2 years of this, at least 2 years.
Minimum 2 years.
2 years.
That's 59 weeks times 2 is something.
59 weeks? 52 weeks.
52 weeks. That's 104 days or episodes, not including bonuses and Patreon. Let's cut to our ads.
Two Kramers. Two Kramers.
Oh, yeah, it's two Kramers.
Two Kramers, 2 years. Two Kramers.
Just two Kramers.
Two Kramers. Is that lame? Go fuck yourself. Giggity goo, right? That was
unsubscribe.
That was Quagmire.
Yeah, wrong sitcom
I go
character.
giggity goo while doing the Kramer. Cragmire?
Cragmire.
And we're riffing. Two Kramers. Two Kramers riffing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, what's going on, dude? The Sco Bros, a.k.a. Two Kramers.
Scobros. Actually, could have been another name for the podcast. We both have scoliosis.
Yeah, I don't want this to be about our backs, though. Because now we have a themed podcast. We have to do stuff about our spines every day.
What hurt my spine this week?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I got a list.
Yeah. My hunchback is growing with my with my depression
and
anxiety.
Say, I went to the physical therapist for the first time because I've only been to the chiropractor, and she was giving me the stretches, and she had you... When's the last time you tried to put both arms against the wall?
Bro, it's so fucking hard.
No, I can't do it.
It's so hard.
She's
with your back up against the wall?
With the back against the... And you're supposed to be able to touch them. And she goes, put your arms against the wall. And I was there, and it was like literally here. And she was like, put them against the wall. I said, I am. I said, I'm doing my best.
Dude, I've been doing yoga, and they do this thing like before you get into it where they just have you sit like Indian style, and then you're just supposed to, I know that's the proper yoga term, Indian style, and then you're supposed to sit like just with your back straight. Mm-hmm. I have to use every fiber in my body to like...
No, I'm trying to. My new thing on the subway is I'm sitting up. All of this, I'm doing this. I'm doing a lot of that. You see this? Pretty kooky.
Do you do you like your physical therapist?
Well, I think she is a young Filipino gal.
Hot. So far, so hot. So far, so hot.
No, I really liked the way that she spoke about everything and explained the stretches, and she was very kind. She did kind of hurt my feelings at one point because we were talking about everything, and she was like, well, you had I was like, the forward head. Like, I have a bit of a forehead. She was like, yes, forward head, forward. And she's doing this. Forward head, yeah. And careful, I go, stop it.
Careful.
I didn't do the accent.
Get careful.
I can't even do an impression of somebody making fun of me. That feels like I should be able to.
Dude, I've been in hiding working on my various, because I've been watching so many documentaries.
Right.
And I've been trying to figure out like the distinction between like my Japanese and my Vietnamese and my Chinese and my Laotian, you know what I mean? There's so many styles.
You're saying the voice or actually?
Yeah, the accents.
You're not interested in actually differing between the people that you meet.
Well, I do, but I want to learn it through the accents. Like, I want to be able to close my eyes. It's like the Pepsi test.
Right.
Give me 5 different Asians.
Yeah.
Have them all say a sentence, and I'll be able to be like, oh, you're Japanese, you're Chinese, you're Vietnamese.
Do you think this is going to be some sort of game show that you're preparing for?
I'm actually preparing my cancellation.
Yeah. This is your first segment on the Gutfeld show.
Yeah.
Bring out 5 Asians.
Bring out 5 mystery Asians. I'm blindfolded. They all have signs on. Dude, wait. Speaking of styles, I thought this would be a good first episode to get into. I'm curious, and we could go down a few various subgenres, but like, I want to know what you think your style is, and I'll start with a more specific one. Like, if you were a character on like Mortal Kombat,
Wow, hell yeah! This is a perfect way to put it.
what's your
What's my
power
theme? Yeah.
and like what's your like outfit and
This is the perfect question. Let me tell you something. What a way to start the podcast.
Yeah.
I really was worried earlier today. I was like, I don't think he's got it.
other than the cameras and the lights, I don't think he's got it.
I think he's got. What does he have? Yeah, you know what I mean. That's good. That's good. My first instinct just kind of like got into my head. What's the first thing? I don't know. I'm picturing some sort of doctor theme. I want to be having a lab coat. It could be a duster as well. I'm picturing a long flowing coat, and I would definitely be throwing. I'd be a throwing guy, probably out of the sleeves. A lot of that.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of that.
Yeah. I see that for
And
you.
a lot of exploding, like little potions. A lot of little tiny glass jars, and different things are.
You're
a lot
like
of different colors.
Yeah, you're like yeah. I'm seeing it. Like
It's range. It's about a range.
right. It's like somewhere between like a doctor and like a magician wizard.
Yes,
kind of
that's
thing.
exactly it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
modern wizard almost.
Yeah.
So you have potions and shit,
Right.
but like yeah, like
It's more like a science as well.
right. What do you
Yeah.
think your so you think your power would be like throwing potions and like probably not daggers if you're a magic man.
It's not daggers. It'd be more like potions and I guess tiny syringes. I bet I have syringes if I'm up close.
Yeah, you have like the little
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, and your guys' thing too is like when you do the stab, it doesn't the initial life it takes away isn't that much,
But it's over
it
time.
leaves it
Yeah.
right. It leaves like a
I
poison.
poisoned.
Yeah, your opponent is weakened throughout the remainder of the fight.
I poked a hole in their carotid and they're slowly leaking it.
yeah.
Damage over time.
What do you think your I guess you don't have to have a name. Your name could just be like Max. Max wins.
I think it would be something very familiar but also vaguely sexual. I'm figuring right now Dr. Knight. I think that's fun. You know what I mean? That is that's
Dr.
good.
Knight.
Dr. Knight, that's pretty cool, right? Maybe it's a black lab coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's something. But again, the syringes, you have to. I won't. If it doesn't have the sound effect of, I'm out. Yeah, with a little.
Out.
I want a little squeak.
That's a hard one. That's a hard requirement in my rider.
Listen, Mortal Kombat. When you come out with Mortal Kombat, because it's back to 1, right? So it's Mortal Kombat 2. When you come out with Mortal Kombat 2, I need and a squeak, and it's just a little squeak. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be for too much, but I would want a lot of the graphics on the melting effects of the potions that I'm throwing at people. I'd like there to be melting.
Yeah, I didn't even think as far as like the graphics in the game. I was just thinking like IRL.
Scorpion's my father.
Yes, Max, I'll tell you mine.
I didn't ask. Can I guess, or do you want to?
You can guess.
Well, I guess I said mine, but I don't want to put thoughts in your head. Are you gonna let me derail you, or can I?
No,
Can I guess?
it won't derail me because it won't change my mind.
It will be some sort of fire type. There will be explosions, and I'm picturing guns.
From Mortal Kombat, I guess there's Stryker. He had a gun.
I could see you with a gun.
Interesting.
I'm not seeing you with like swords. I'm seeing like fire.
Okay.
And it's either that or do you remember that episode of Always Sunny when Danny DeVito is the trash man and he's wearing the Andre the Giant singlet and his thing is he just eats a bunch of trash and hits him with a trash can?
So that's more in line with
That's
what
what
I
you're
was
thinking.
thinking. So like I was thinking less like that I have a trash bag, but like that my like Mortal Kombat character would be this like jacked sort of like old school like train jumping hobo.
Right.
Like he's got like the bindle, but is like ripped off sleeves and is like fucking jacked.
Yeah.
But like one of my powers.
Bindle's a great name.
You know what Bindle, that's my
Bindle's
name.
a name.
Mr. Bindle.
Mr. Bindle.
Mr. Bindle.
That guy's
Mr. Bindle. And I just like step up and I just pull like a jug and like drink. You know how they always do like a little animation after you pick them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was thinking like my powers would be like I just like one of them is just like I just throw a brick at you. like I just have like bricks. Like I throw a brick at you, like so and I think
or like you start a wildfire in LA.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like one of my powers, since you said fire, like I just pull out like some Kindle and just like just like blow it at you. And I was thinking like even I'd have some cool like grappling moves, like if you get like you know how some of the characters have like a grab move, like mine is like I just put like a garbage bag over your head and just like hold you down and like strangle you a bit. Yeah, dude. And my guy's like a little bit like Blanca or something. Like he's a little like scrappy.
He's definitely hunched a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's hunching a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I got to tell you, I was picturing. I don't know who would win in that fight, Dr. Acid or Mr. Bindle. I just played it out on Mortal Kombat in my mind. I just played it out. I was like, fuck.
I mean, dude, it's
the brick. I'm worried about the brick.
It's the new Sub-Zero Scorpion rivalry. Mr. Bindle versus Dr. Acid. Dude, that's fucking the sickest. That's so
That's a
sick.
video game.
Yeah, dude.
I'm paying for this to be an animated podcast. I'd like someone to make that.
Wait. I guess if we've gotten this far, what do you think your fatality would be?
My fatality would be I pinpoint my opponent's greatest insecurity and just say it out loud. And then they explode.
Yeah. Their head just like rots off their body.
I'm just like, Dr. Ass is just standing there. He puts the potion away. He just goes.
You'd pull out a clipboard.
Eyebrows. They explode.
Hell yeah. That's fucking great, dude.
What's the bindle?
Oh, I was just thinking like fucking old school, little page out of the fucking Congo book. I just put a tire on them and just light them on fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude.
No, that was a big part of this Shield. Is like a new gang in town did that. Terrifying. They showed it. Oof. I was expecting. Can I tell you what I was expecting for your finisher? I was hoping that the bindle would have some ability to, like, you put the bindle and you catch the whole person in the bindle and you toss it and a train comes by and hits him. You know what I mean? You're using the freight train.
Dude.
So you put him in the bindle and you toss him in front of the train. Dude, that's what I thought was going to happen.
Dude, you know how some of the later Mortal Kombat's fatalities got, like,
very in-depth.
Crazy?
Yeah.
Dude, you could do one where, like, I don't know, maybe I pull out, like, a hatchet and you just see me, like, hatchet all the arms and legs off, and then it's just a cutscene to me over a fire eating you.
Oh, my God. They would do that in Mortal Kombat.
Dude.
I think that guy Baraka does that.
Baraka does some eating.
Baraka
yeah.
does.
Oh, and Melina, she eats people, too.
I don't like that. What about, like, if you, like, the... It's like an educated hobo. This your character has a lot of lore. He's well read, so he uses the bricks and he buries the opponent, but like in the Cask of Amontillado, the old Poe short story. So he's burying you alive. That's what the hobo just walks away, Mr. Bindle, and he leaves you there.
It's a long, slow fatality.
It's a deep cut of one of Edgar Allan Poe's less read stories. Mr. Bindle.
Bro, you know what would be a good one for you is, like, it's a little out of character because you're kind of more of like a wizard doctor, but like even still, like if you just like released like so many doves that they just fucking like the movie Birds, like they just like eat you like alive. Release the doves.
Well, why would there be doves? Just because
it's like a magic guy. Yeah. I'm thinking like it's like you're basically a doctor wizard, but like there is sort of the magician element to it a little bit because of like the like the vibe.
The David Blaine.
I mean, is a wizard isn't a magician not just a modern day wizard?
No, because wizards are really doing it. Magician is using magnets.
I thought alchemists were really doing it.
Well, alchemists are back in the day. That's when magic and science.
But
wizards,
I don't think were real. Was there like were there people considered
Well, who's to
wizards?
say what's real? Like any of the
Well,
CIA
no. I mean real.
operations?
Like, let's put it this way. Like, there is.
I don't know about Merlin being on camera.
Like, was there a real Merlin?
Well, no, that's where it gets like murky because no, right?
But there was
wasn't
a real.
King
but there
Arthur
was
was
a
real,
King Arthur.
right?
So I'm not questioning whether or not like
I think
there was the magic because like obviously
I think
there
people
wasn't,
have been really trying to be wizards for a long time.
See, the closest historical thing that I know of that was the closest thing you could get to a wizard was an alchemist.
No, because an alchemist is more of like when
Those guys are like
not to
drinking
stay in
like
the video game,
liquid gold,
but
and
like
shit.
they're selling their wares, they're making products, they're marketing.
I thought
guys.
an alchemist was like more like you're hired by the emperor or the king.
But that's
to be
elixirs. Elixirs. An alchemist is not like shooting lightning. A wizard is about powers and spells. An alchemist, he'll make you a good elixir. You know, some sort of health, maybe something for your mana. There's always something about your mana.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
They used to drink quicksilver. That's like,
isn't that just like a heavy metal?
yeah, dude, because they thought it was like good for you.
Honestly, it looks cool.
The power of the gods.
What is it like? Mercury.
Yeah, shit like that, dude. They'd be like, you'd have like syphilis, and they're like, drink this mercury.
And it worked.
Yeah, because you died.
You have smoked an entire cigarette in this living room.
Man, it's only been 24 minutes.
That's
Time
it?
slows down when you're having fun.
That's it? Jesus Christ. I was like, what are we, hour 3? Rogan. Let me get a topic. Should we cut here or are we keeping it raw?
It's raw. Let's try to raw dog
I'd
it.
like to point out that we haven't had to pull any topics yet. You've just been shooting from the hip, which has been a lot of fun. Keep that energy.
I mean, I got more. I got
keep
shit to
asking
say, dude.
questions. I wrote some things that have just kind of been gnawing at me. I had, why is whitehead not a slur for white people? Like a pimple. Like, why aren't people calling, like, why is that not a slur? I think it should be.
It should be. I think that's one of the most difficult challenges man will ever face is
a
coming
slur
up
for
with
white
a
people?
good slur for white people. Nothing will just have the bite that some of the other ones
Well,
have.
because it's not tied to hundreds of years of terrible things.
Right. It will never.
Yeah, but pimples have been terrible for history.
What's the name? Who? Oh man, there's a comedian. Who's the midget comedian? The little guy.
Brad Williams?
Yes, he was on a podcast and he said he's been trying to come up with an offensive name for normal sized people, and his was bigger.
That's funny. That's good with the hard R though.
yeah, the bigger.
That's good. There is something about
that's only one for him, you know, like
you're a bigger.
yeah.
Oh, that does. It has a bite to it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the spelling. Maybe it's a lot of consonants and hard sounds in it.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, really, I feel like you got to get personal with them. Like, I feel like with dudes, it's easy. You go for like the tiny dick or the thinning hair.
Right.
Like those really
Seem to go for it.
Yeah. Women are easy. You just call them fat.
Jesus. What's going on? This took a turn.
What do you mean? Well, I thought we were trying to brainstorm get to the good word. I was going for all the low hanging fruit. I was trying to clear all the low hanging fruit out of the way so we can get.
That's not.
You don't think that's the easiest way to offend a woman is call them fat?
No,
You're
saying,
old and
is
fat.
That,
Dude,
I guess
lose
what
it.
you're doing is the definition of how to figure out a slur for someone. Because you're just you're just saying all the worst things about people. And you're like, well, that can't be shortened at all. I don't know about that. Fatty doesn't hit hard. There's no ER in fatty. Jesus. I would like to pivot away from this because I had another thing. I had another topic that I just read, and I wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Obviously.
Did you have an outside fridge when you were growing up?
Hell yeah, garage fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it has to be in the basement, but yeah. Or you have both.
I think a lot of what happened to me personally and where I find issue and what I value in life comes from the fact that we didn't have an outside fridge. You know what I mean? And I do think that is the greatest luxury in life. But the fact that we didn't have a tiny fridge with little drinks and treats in it.
I thought the outside fridge was the same size fridge Usually the outside fridge was like an
is
older
the old
fridge.
white fridge, and you've got the stainless steel in the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got the old white fridge outside.
Yeah.
But some families just don't do it. They don't do the outside fridge.
Why do you think your family didn't have it?
I guess we didn't. We didn't.
Did you
value
not have
a
the
Gatorade.
space?
No, we had a garage.
Yeah, but sometimes garages, if you don't have space for a fridge.
Let me tell you something. Before we were poor, we did okay. There could have been an old outside fridge.
Right. Well,
But-
that's probably why your family all dispersed and broke up the way that it did.
I can't help
you
but
didn't
think
have the unity
my
of the
parents
fridge.
wouldn't have gotten divorced if
Right.
we had because we had the means to have an outside fridge,
Right.
but we didn't do it, and nobody brought it up. No one thought that this was. I remember going to other people's
Well,
houses.
were there problems in the house where, like, where do I put this case of beer, God damn it? I got a whole thing of diet sodas from Costco, and where do I put them? They're in the pantry.
No, neither of my parents had any sort of
They
issues.
just broke up the storage issues. They needed better cooling storage.
I really don't think that they were just using the space right. I
Right. Well,
think-
clearly not. I don't drink. I refuse to drink at room temperature. But there's no room in the regular fridge. What do we do? I don't know.
I mean, we were keeping your sports drinks and other things or insertas in the cabinet, and then you'd have to maybe put ice in it.
Maybe.
I mean, otherwise, I
Kinda
guess you're just
sick
having it
bastard, like warm soda. I don't mind warm, like room temperature tap water or still water, but soda warm?
I don't like it.
That's a psycho's move. Nothing I love more than a hot Pepsi sitting in the sun. I take my Pepsis in a cooler, no ice, in the sun.
Anyway,
It burns when you drink it that way. It's disgusting. And that fridge was nice too, because it's like all the soft drinks go out there, all the backups. Anytime you got like big time leftovers, they
got
go out there.
cake after a birthday, you throw that to the outside fridge. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Other stuff. Just ice pops. You're keeping ice pops out there. You have to have ice pops out
One
there.
of the few advantages or things that I think would be cool about living in a place that's cold. Like, I love every Thanksgiving this happens because Thanksgiving's big at my house.
I really
we just
thought
leave the
you
shit
were-
outside in the garage because it's just cold.
Can I tell you this? I don't know if this makes you a better person, but I thought you'd spitefully bail on my next topic.
I thought about it. I was
You waited.
when
It
you
was
were
a
doing
good
the
one.
setup. I was like, do I just sit there and stare at him?
I felt you letting me go, and I was like, I didn't have.
I decided not to. I was gonna do it maybe later. I decided no. We just did that bit. Let's save it, and I'll do it to him
See,
later.
I was going to call you a good man for not doing that. Why am I slipping?
You did it to yourself. See,
So anyway, you were saying at Thanksgiving.
we should just start putting cameras on the ceiling and just chill like this.
Honestly, it would be better for our necks. We're both crooked.
Yeah.
What percentage loss do you have in your neck?
Last I heard, it was 50. I had a 15% curvature, but
Oh my God! So you lost fucking what? 85%?
I guess they said it
Jesus.
wasn't still
Of the
enough to
curve?
get. They said it wasn't enough for me to need a back brace. When I was younger, they're like, you don't need one.
But now
I could probably use one.
you could probably use
Yeah.
one. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
I'm at like 50,
Whoa.
and it doesn't look good.
But I don't even know how all that works. Because, like, to me, 50 is like the old guy that, like, walks down the street that's, like,
no.
bent in half.
When they give you a percentage, I think that's the percentage of curve that's left. So what happens is it just straightens out forward. So when you're at 15%, it's farther out straight.
Oh, I thought.
So my doctor's a spine guy. He was leading me through this. If I'm wrong, call
I
me
mean, the
stupid.
last I heard, I'm saying this based on the
and I'm
last
just
time I was at
clocking.
a-
I'm looking at your neck, and that looks like. I mean, that's straight as an arrow.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I should probably go back and check because I'm sure it's gotten worse or whatever. I don't know. But I actually, when I said 15%, I thought it was like the other way around. It was like 15% was like.
Damage. That's your damage score.
Right. Yes.
You're at 15%.
That's how much, you've taken 15% of damage. Not you have 15% life left.
I guess 50 is good because either way, it's the same.
You're right down the
it's
middle.
the same thing.
You're right down the middle.
I'm middling.
The perfect mean,
Yeah, yours is either really good or quite
Really
troubling. Yeah,
bad.
quite troubling.
which is pretty much my life. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Did you do well in school? Were you like did you get like good grades?
Yeah, obviously. I was in the advanced reading group. Yeah. Okay. Advanced math as well.
I got put in advanced math. They shouldn't have done that. That was such a bad idea when they did that. I don't know what they were thinking.
But I do think my like making school easy earlier made me kind of stop paying attention, and then like I stopped I was doing the bare minimum for a lot of it. You know what I mean? Unless I was actually interested. I do think school should be more about like there should be more explore what you want to explore. Because the second I got
there's some schools that do that.
The second like a teacher ever gave me something where it's like
they're not accredited
for this one, read what.
They don't fall in line with the scholastic necessities of the government.
What is it? The owls? No, that's the Halloween. That's the Harry Potter thing.
Wizard school.
I really was sliding down. I blame this fur blanket. This is really it's putting me on the ground.
Yeah, just pulling you down there. It's good. Yeah, you're also sitting on pillows. That probably doesn't help either.
Yeah, I really didn't pick a good spot. Look at this.
Why don't you take the pillow out from under your
No,
ass?
Do I look casual?
I can't tell from this angle. With a microphone, definitely not. A little bit here, a little bit there. Bit this. Yeah, go for it. The faster you piss, the less they miss. Someone's at the door. Oh, hell yeah. He's going to suck his cock right now. Suck his dick. Oh. We have the cameras rolling. Pull it out.
Oh, it's pretty litter for my tiny little cat.
Delivery hunter. Two Kramers, two Kramers. This is what you get with two Kramers. We don't say the N-word, but we have fun. It's all... That's all we say when the day is done. It's two Kramers, two Kramers. And that's how the song ends. That's the theme song. I'm going to edit that into the theme song now. Oh, dude. I'm going to give you a life hack tip when you come in here. Life hack. Life hacks. Anyone watching the show or listening to the show right now, send us your life hacks. Send us your who you would be as a Mortal Kombat character. I don't even need to know about who you are to enjoy who your Mortal Kombat character would be. I'm just telling.
Why did you just stop for a second?
Oh, because we're doing this raw dogging it. We're raw dogging it, dude.
That doesn't mean that you have.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna sit here in silence.
You could have gone over and said hello to Penny.
Is that what you're upset about? That I didn't console your cat?
Well, she's deep asleep. I wouldn't want you to wake her up, but you could say hello. You could just make sure she's doing okay.
Well, I'm talking to our audience, the people audience, not your sleeping cat. Two Kramers, two Kramers. What's the time, by the way?
Oh shit, 5:30. Fuck, I gotta go acting class.
All right, that's the end of Two Kramers.
Can I ask a question? I'll just go a little late and text him that I'm going to be late, and that's something he'll have to deal with. Cut. Cut. Did I figure it out finally? Now we're gabbing like gals. See, when I sit like this?
Yeah. I just had to change my positioning.
Yeah, now just go ahead and dish. Wait, am I going to miss class? Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do tiny clocks lose time quicker than big clocks?
What do you mean?
I bought this ring that's a watch. It's a ring watch. Because it looked like the one that I got from Switzerland Dunk. And it
That is everything you just said is not relatable to anyone.
But this is slowly losing time.
I don't think it has to do with the size.
Do you think it's because I bought it from a shop called Clout Closet?
Clout Closet. Clout.
I thought it was a Dutch brand, but it turns out I think it was just like.
Well, I don't know. I'm a novice in the watch world, but like, don't they make some of those like really high-end handmade watches? They're not even battery powered. They use like centrifugal force of like the gears inside, and it just like literally stays alive forever. So like, that is probably just as like a little shitty battery.
Okay, I don't know why you have to.
So you just
insult
change
it.
the battery. It's just a dying battery.
Oh, it's like it's getting less power in there.
Probably, yeah.
Why didn't they teach you this in advanced reading? Can I ask you that?
Dude, yeah, they got to redo the whole curriculum.
It's stupid.
Yeah. They should just have
But I read holes. Make sure you read holes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you're real creative now.
Why don't you tell me how a fucking watch works? I read holes and did a book report on holes.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good book.
I've seen all 7 of them.
What do you mean?
Holes.
What do you mean?
We're talking about the pornographic series from the 90s.
Stop. Okay.
Holes.
Okay, 2 Kramers. I got to go to acting class. Hey, subscribe.
What are you talking about?
And also, we should have said this towards the beginning. This is on the. If you were here for the We Were Had days, surprise. We're still here. We're here. We're back. We're back. We
you
love
were
that.
had, you fucking idiots.
No, I love We Were Had. All the episodes are still available. Ben and May are going to be hopping on.
soon.
So don't unsubscribe, you prick.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.